Yeah, so basically, I'm a former United States Army 19 kilo M1 armor crewman, aka a tanker. And people always called the tankers fat or DATs. And if you don't know what a DAT is, well, I'll explain it to you. DAT, dumbass tankers. Now, I never really understood that. Okay? Either of them. Well, I mean, the fat one I can kind of understand to an extent, but I'm 5'8", and my max weight was 165, and that was straight out of basic training, like out of OSIT, and it was pure muscle. Like, I looked good. It was the best I've ever looked in my whole life. And now, I missed! Oh, no, 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 no. No, wait. We got one. My barrel's orange. I'm scared. I'm so fucking scared right now. The whole fat thing, like I said, I can understand it to a point because there are some fat tankers out there. But you know who's also crazily fat? Typically fatter than us. We're the infantry, the 11 Bravos that were on Bradleys. Okay? I'm serious. The Bradley crew members, I swear, most of them were fatter than us. It's crazy. And there's nothing again. Hey, if you pass height and weight, if you pass your PT test, good for you. But man, oh, I saw you. But like, don't be calling us fat if you're fat. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people in my platoon, like 99% of my platoon was skinny. We were skinny guys, or skinny or average built guys. I think, off the top of my head, I can remember one fat guy. Okay? One fat guy out of my entire platoon of 16 people. Just one. Just the one. Okay? We're not the fat one. And the dumbass things, like, do they call us fat? Like, are they calling us fat because we don't walk? We don't walk anywhere. Okay, we walk to our tanks, and then we drive our tanks. Okay? That's what we do. Them, like the infantry cats, they walk everywhere. They either walk everywhere, or they ride in the back of in our case, Bradleys, right? So, you know the best part about, like, being at, like, training, or, like, NTC or shit like that, is we'd see the infantry guys walking around, doing all their things. And you know what we're doing? We're sitting down inside the tank eating snacks. That's why we're called fat, I bet. Because we were eating our snacks. Now there are so many storage compartments, storage places you can put things you didn't even think of. There's so many spots to put snacks. And maybe that's why we're called fat. Why are you shooting me? But, who cares? I didn't walk anywhere. My weapon system carried me. I didn't have to carry my weapon system. You know what I'm saying? That's scary. So, I can kind of get the fat part, sure. But the dumb part, no. I don't see it. I don't believe it. I don't understand it. I'm probably gonna die. But you see what I'm saying? Sure, you can call us fat, but you ain't calling us dumb. Y'all the ones walking around with 60, 70, 80 pounds on your back carrying a freaking 240 or a 249. Guess what I'm doing? I'm wearing a chicken vest and a CVC strolling around scanning for bad guys. That's what I'm doing, alright? I ain't dumb. You're dumb. Now granted, when I went to my recruiter's office, I told the guy, I was like, hey, I'm trying to jump out of planes with a 249 in my hands. That's what I want to do. I was like, I want to kick down doors. I want to freaking do this, that, and the other. I want to be infantry so bad. Now, someone else in my recruiter's office is like, man, I think he was airborne 11 Bravo. He's like, man, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And I was like, why not? He's like, your knees, man. If you want to keep your knees, you're not gonna want to do that. And then my recruiter, like my guy, was like, hey, we don't have any 11 Bravo slots right now. Didn't make sense to me, because from what I hear, there's always 11 Bravo slots. He's like, we ain't got any slots right now. We can call up to HQ or whatever the hell it was. And he's like, we can try and get you a slot. And he's like, or we have tanker, 10K bonus, and you'll be on a tank. And I was like, $10K? And he's like, yeah, 10K. And I was like, that's pretty, sold. So I joined as a tanker, fell in love with the tanks. You know, I'd grown up as a kid. I was like, tanks, yeah, tanks are cool. You know, like every freaking kid does when they grow up. Tanks, monster trucks, fucking bugs or some shit, right? That's what's cool. Those were the cool things when you're a kid, right? Well, when I finally, you know, got through the 10 weeks of basic training part, or realistically like 11 to 12 weeks, got through that, and then we started learning on the tanks, and I was like, whoa, these things are pretty cool. And there was a bunch of guys there that joined specifically for the tanks. Like, that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to do tank stuff. Cool. Are you alive? You are alive. I took out your machine gun, your coaxial machine gun. Get fucked. But I wasn't one of those guys, man. I joined to join. Right. I wanted to be at 11 Bang Bang. Didn't end up happening. And I became a tanker. And I freaking fell in love with it. I loved tanking so much. It was so fun. Oh, you're so done, buddy. If I can aim, you're gonna be so done when I can reload. You're gonna be so done when I can reload. What? What? Oh, no. Behind? Parry the platypus. Why is he not using sabos? That was a solid shot. But yeah, moral of the story, we're not the dumb ones, y'all the dumb ones. But we're all the dumb ones because we didn't choose an office job with air conditioning that gets paid the same as us.